Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today's topic it is placement modifiers. What placement modifiers are, where we define them, which placement is the best, the impact of placement modifiers on bid optimization, pros and cons, as well as where to start. By the end of the video, you should be an expert of understanding all these things. So in case that you want to see how to maximize placement modifiers for your Amazon ads account, this is the way how you will do it. So first off, right now I'm logged in within an account. It is on the Canadian marketplace. Placement modifiers are going to act exactly the same ways. It does not depend on the marketplace. First thing what I would like to check, here I have the date range selected for the past 30 days. Why is this important? Is because what I want to base my data on is something that is a longer time range rather than 1 day, 2 days. 30 days we find is the best date range to find out if we should be applying any placement modifiers for any campaign. So basically what placement modifiers are, I'm logged in here on Amazon, and basically if you would look up for a product, let's say cat litter, my cat is standing right next to me, so an easy no-brainer keyword to look for. So cat litter, for example, right now what we are going to see is these are all placements. Everything what you see on your end is actually separate placement. This is one type of ad. These are other type of ads. The placement modifiers that we're looking for this video, it is for sponsored product. Therefore, everything what you see here, basically this is a top of search placement modifier. The very first products that are going to show up on Amazon as ads. So let's click on the first one. What we clicked on is a top of search placement. So the moment that we're going to scroll down, this is where it shows off product pages. This is when someone else is advertising on your product. This is also where product pages is showing up. Scrolling down some more. This is also where product pages it's going to show up. And rest of search, it is a different placement that actually you can show up anywhere in Amazon, wherever Amazon thinks that your product would be a good fit. So why is this important for you to know? Is because these three placements is where Amazon will showcase your ad. And what we want to find out is like, first off, where does your current campaign showing up, on which placement it performs best, and then how can we optimize towards getting more sales, cheaper sales maybe, on a specific placement. So right now I'm going to click within one campaign and I'm going to check out where do we show up for that specific campaign. So once that I clicked within the campaign, this is where I am going to be redirected at the ad group section. We are interested in bid adjustments, so we're going to click on the bid adjustments tab. And this is basically what's going to showcase within the campaign for the last 30 days, where did we perform best? As you can see, top of search, this is on the first page. We have an ACoS of 6%, we generated 61 sales. For the rest of search, we have an ACoS of 32%, we generated 5 sales. And for the product pages, we generated 4 sales at 51% ACoS. So right off the bat, right now, what I can think is that this campaign performs best on the top of search. Therefore, if I would be doing any placement adjustments, I would do it to the top of search because there I have clear results that yielded in a very low ACoS and most amount of sales. Now for this campaign specifically, top of search is the best one. So for example, if we would be doing any bid adjustment, what we would be doing, we are starting very low at 25% adjustment. And then what we're going to do for the whole week, we're going to first off add within the campaign name that campaign has a bid adjustment of 25%. We have also the shortening of, for example, top of search is TOS, the rest of search ROS, and product pages, we would have it as PP. And then we would add also how much percentage modifier is within the campaign. Really important thing to keep in mind that while this is the process that you would be adjusting your placement modifier, how you would ensure yourself within the campaign name that on that campaign, there's a placement modifier, and how you would track it. We would give it at least 7 days to see performance, if the performance improved. Hey guys, real quick, this channel grows only once you share it. No ads, no fancy tricks, just word of mouth. So if anything connects with you or it might help someone you know, text it, DM it, post it, whatever feels right. Thanks so much. Right now, we're going to do only one adjustment at a time. So we're not going to modify the bids at all for this campaign. We're not going to do anything else. The hypothesis right now it is if we're going to increase by 25%, our bid for this placement, we are going to generate more sales at a relatively same cost as we previously did. So in case that you're going to adjust the bids as well, you're going to adjust the placement as well, you might be adjusting the budget as well, you're going to do 3 different changes within the campaign. What we want to avoid is testing too many things at the same time, so then we don't have any more clue of what worked and what did not. So in this case, we did adjusted the placement modifier. We made a quick note in the campaign title. So we are aware that that campaign has a modifier. Therefore, we're not going to adjust it. And after 7 days, also, we're going to check how did the placement modifier perform. Now, this is for the one campaign. Let's go and check on other campaigns, because on an account level, each campaign individually, it's going to have a different performance for placement modifiers. For example, let's open up the second campaign to see how do we perform. So here, for example, this is the second campaign. It is, again, manual targeting bid adjustment. As you can see, actually, on top of search, again, we are performing really well, which is really, really important, because if you see the rest of search, we actually did not generate any sales for product pages. We generated some sales, but top of search is really performing well for us. So here, for example, for this campaign, if it was coming down to adjusting the bids, we would adjust the top of search placement. All right, so interestingly enough, also for the second campaign that we just opened up here, as you can see, top of search is performing really well for us. For top of search, we generated 32 sales at 0.49 ACOS, which is brilliant. For product pages, we generated 13 sales at 36% ACOS. For rest of search, we did not generate it at all, neither spend and neither orders. All right, let's open up one more campaign. So this is a third campaign that we're opening up, and this is very interesting. So as you can see, by now, we know that for 2 of our top spending campaigns, top of search is performing the best when it comes to ACOS and when it comes to sales. For example, this is the third highest spending campaign. And here, as you can see, most of our orders are coming from product pages, and our ACOS, it is 61% here. Top of search, 5 orders are coming at 34% ACOS, and then rest of search, 4 orders at 298% ACOS, which is extremely high. So based on this information, we have the 3 placements on. There's a huge swing between the placements. So here, as we do not have the chance to optimize the bids toward lowering on which placement are we going to show up, but only to increase it, here it's going to come down to a strategic thinking move when it comes down to these 3 placements. As a fact, I know that for this account, we do have a 50% ACOS as break-even ACOS. So anything that is below the 50%, it is profitable sales for us. So the first top of search is profitable sales. Rest of search is not profitable at all. Product pages, it is above profitable. So how we would tackle this one? Actually, this is not anymore a placement adjustment, but rather than what we would be doing is we want to ensure that we would have the right CPC for this account. And the reason why I'm happy that I found this campaign to showcase you is because sometimes it can be a placement modifier opportunity, other times a bid adjustment opportunity. And in this scenario, actually, we would need to adjust the bid. So if we know already that for top of search, we have a 34% ACOS, the CPC is $3.41. What we would do is this is our starting bid that we would first work on bid optimization. In this scenario, we would not add anything at all when it comes to placement modifiers, because right now, if we're going to do that, if, for example, for top of search, I'm going to adjust my bid 25% higher, what might end up, sometimes Amazon, what is doing is just like they are going to place wherever they want your ad. So what could happen is that we might show up in rest of search and product pages where we don't want to show up. First thing what I would do is I would ensure that right now the CPC, which is overall $4.10, going to be lowered at least at $3 or maybe a $3.50, something in between, because that is going to be lower than our product pages placement and also is going to be higher than our top of search. So first off, it's going to be really important for you to understand when it comes down to placement modifiers, not only how to find what the best placement is for you, but also where should you be applying placement modifiers rather than a bid optimization based on CPC, either increase it or decrease it. So certainly hope that by now you understand how you would apply placement modifiers, when to apply them, which are the pros and cons, and also understanding when it is a placement modifier issue or when it is a bid optimization issue in order to achieve your PPC goals. If you found this video helpful, ensure to smash the like button and also share it with someone who you think it could benefit from it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.